your perspective of money as you get more and more Torah changes. Now when you get to a high level, like the sages, money simply becomes meaningless to you. So much so that when somebody came to Rav 𝕍𝕒𝕝𝕡𝕠, one of his Talmidim came to him in a joking way, says, you know, Rav, there was one guy that was rich guy, we told him we need to donate for the yeshiva. He says, listen, I'm willing to give you guys $500,000, but one condition. I want Rav 𝕍𝕒𝕝𝕡𝕠 to engrave a pen for me. You know, write his name on a pen for me. You give me that pen, I'll give you $500,000. You know, come on, you're going to make such commands of one of the biggest rabbis in the world. Are you ridiculous? Okay, that's my condition. So the Talmidim was saying in a joke, like, man, Kvod Harav, this guy has no respect for the Torah, he wants to write. Rav 𝕍𝕒𝕝𝕡𝕠 says, no, why not? Why not? $500,000 for the Avrahim, why not? Chavod, just I need somebody to teach me how to engrave. Bring me somebody to engrave. And how much percentage is the Rav going to get from the $500,000? Nothing. Why? For the Avrahim. What do I need the money for? A rich guy came to Rav 𝕍𝕒𝕝𝕝𝕠, when you look at it, you looked at his house, anyone saw pictures of the Rav 𝕍𝕒𝕝𝕝𝕠's house, that gave you an understanding of what houses looked like in the Holocaust. It didn't change. You couldn't find the refrigerator he had in a museum. He had milk crates as his bed, milk crates. You guys even know what milk crates are? Milk crates were his bed. No joy whatsoever out of this world, did not want anything to do with it. A rich person came up to him and said, Kvod Harav, please, let us redo the Rav's house, buy the next door house, buy the property, make the Rav a nice house, comfortable. Normal house. Rav 𝕍𝕒𝕝𝕝𝕠 looks at him and says, why? What do I need this stuff for? Why do I need all this? What will it do for me? Just like his Rav, the Chafetz Chaim. Someone came to the Chafetz Chaim and said, Kvod Harav, you're known as the Gedol Hador. Yeah. No. Well, I don't know, where's your house? Where's the furniture? Where's the, glory of the Torah? How come? Chafetz Chaim says, where's yours? So, no, Kvod Harav, I'm just visiting here. I'm from London. But if you come to my house in London, see, I have a big house, nice couches, all types of chandeliers. I'm just visiting here. Chafetz Chaim says to him, I'm visiting here also. I'm not going to be here forever. I don't invest in this world. You come to my house in Olam Habá, I show you, I have this, that, what I have. Why should I invest into a house I'm not going to be here for a short period of time? For what? What? For what? Perspective of money changes. Your understanding of what's valuable changes. Why? You're only going to be here for a little while. You're only going to be here for a little while. What if you don't understand it? Then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will force you to understand it. But unfortunately, it can get to a point where it's too late. Now, I'm going to tell you a real story happening as we speak. Some of you that have seen many of my lectures, been here, heard me talk to you about my cousin. Alav Shalom. I didn't know him personally. Young kid, 23 or 26 years old. His father, from what I know, has enough money to build a country. Kadosh Baruch Hu gave them a lot of money. What did he give a Kadosh Baruch Hu? Nothing. Secular school for the kids. Wife is an atheist. Don't keep anything on Rosh Hashanah. Violating the entire Chag. Nothing. Don't keep anything. Zero. But money, they have. So 2.5 years ago, 23, 26-year-old cousin, on the second day of Rosh Hashanah, while the parents are on vacation, he goes on his scooter. Instead of going to the Beit Knesset, he goes on a scooter right outside of his mansion, falls off the scooter, hits his head. Hospital comes, goes to the hospital, do some CAT scans, this scan, that scan. They know the guy, they know the family. Obviously, with money, everybody knows you. Says, no, you're okay, everything's okay, just go home and rest. My cousin goes home, he goes and he rests, and he dies. His whole life was in front of him. Cute kid, smart kid, unfortunate kid. Didn't know what Torah was. Died before he even learned. Now that would be one of the greatest punishments that HaKadosh Baruch Hu can give a father, is to see his own kid die during his life. Now if that didn't make the person do tshuva, what does HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? What did I tell you guys many times? What happens with HaKadosh Baruch Hu? When he says, Ve'alachti mi bekeri, ve'alachti imachem bechamat keri. If I do something to you, I give you a difficulty, I give you suffering, you don't do tshuva, guess what? What are you going to say? It's nature, happenstance, it's a misfortune, bad luck. You can say that, I'll punish you even worse. Less than 6 months ago, his second son, 48 years old, found dead in the apartment. Found dead in the apartment, here in Florida. They didn't say why, but anyone that has a brain can figure out why. They do tshuva? Unfortunately, no. Wife's still an atheist, still keeping nothing. Sunday last week, my father calls me, says, Yaron, please do me a favor. What? Please, refuah shlema. For, why? This morning, doctor called him, the father. 2 sons died. No tshuva yet. Doctor called him, we're sorry, you have throat cancer. Meaning, you're pretty much living on borrowed time. Every day you live, it's a miracle. Now let me ask you a question. How much is 100, 200, 300 million dollars, $1 billion, however much money you can count? How much is it worth when 2 of your kids died during your life and you're about to die any day? How much is that worth to you? How much? And this is why we warn people constantly, don't mess with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He said keep Shabbat, keep Shabbat. He said be a kosher business, be a kosher business. Why? You don't want to turn into my uncle. Where HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Meshalem el sonav el panav le'avido. He says at the end of Parashat Vayetchanan, I pay cash to my haters to their face to destroy them. Hey, I have a lot of money. She has a lot of money. What's that money going to do for him now? Zero. Nothing. Can't help him. Can't buy him an extra day in life. Can't take it to Olam Habá. The Chachamim was so worried about leaving anything in this world that the Gemara in Masechet Gittin, page 47a, has a story about Resh Lakish. Resh Lakish, one of the greatest sages we ever had, also one of the greatest Baalei Tshuva that we ever had. Used to be the head of the mafia. Became the Chavuta of Rabbi Yochanan. At the end of his days, he started crying. Moments before he left this world. Went to Olam Habá with Rabbi Akiva, with the greatest of history. Why did he cry? He said, I can't believe that I left a kava de morika, a few vegetables. Can't believe I left a few vegetables in this world. I left them all of my strength. I left them all of my strength. People say, oh no, I want to save up so I can leave a big inheritance for the next generation. One of the greatest sages in history said, I can't believe I left a few fruits and vegetables. It's all my strength. So the Chafetz Chaim says, what's the meaning here? He says, when somebody understands the value of Torah, he understands that those fruits and vegetables, the money that it took to pay for them, that took time to make that money, right? That time was wasted. Why? Because you didn't need it. You didn't need those fruits because you didn't use them. Somebody else is going to eat from it. That means that you could have used that time to learn more Torah. What a waste. What a waste. That's the perspective of someone who understands what Torah is. Be'ezrat Hashem, this gives us a little bit of an understanding, a little bit of a chizuk of how much we have to mamash fight for Torah. Fight. Fight for Torah. A minute here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Because that's the cure, guys. It's the only thing.